You can find me in the club. You ready?
Yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right to the air is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a pickup of 11 and a 1st down on their first offensive play. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Milton Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Mahomes throwing on fourth. Catch is made.
No.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
And Barkley did not get there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Play action. Here's Hurts.
Easy, man. Easy. Telling you, man, I'm not these online dudes. I'm different.
The Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Buying time to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out. I imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run it back.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Oh, a good return up past
Sit down.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Give me it. Come on, man. I'm different.
That's going to be intercepted.
I'm going to beat the respect out of you. That's what I'm going to do.
21-yard line.
You going to respect me, nigga.
Simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Shoot. I want ice.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down to nine for a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And Hurts going to move him around. To throw again on second down. Hurts. This one goes out wide for
Truck that nigga, man. Touchdown. You ain't scoring.
Saquon Barkley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. And they're going to get it. That one's called. And now the lead moves to 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Let's go.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
What you watching? What you watching?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing off.
We can have that. Anybody can throw a goal ball.
Xavier Worthy, 64 yards.
That's gonna get picked off more times than not.
They are in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes will throw for it.
Out of here, man.
They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They've got his man complete.
No defense.
Across midfield inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down.
No defense. No defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball?
I don't know why I threw that.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
All right.
Good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. He's to the 15. All the way down to the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught.
This nigga weak, yo.
Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This one complete down the field to Goddard. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle with Barkley. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out of the 6. It's dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And in for the Chiefs.
This nigga is so weak, bro. This nigga is so weak.
So far. And the Chiefs get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown.
No defense, man. No defense.
Second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, the team would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. big play results.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be
Exactly. That's why I'm top tier.
On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
I'll take that ball back.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
I'll text you back after the game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing is Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. This 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Steps away. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
What?
Touchdown.
Okay.
The Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from
Wait, what'd you say now?
And the Eagles take the
Okay. You got my phone or no?
corner and drive right down the field to
Okay.
extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Mahomes now to throw. It's
you can have that.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
You can have all that.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Yep.
Left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now it's Mahomes again.
Give me that.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? Get down here.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now here's Mahomes.
Yeah, get out of here.
Gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zach Bourne, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. In motion goes the tight end. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Madden, come on. Stop helping him. Stop helping him not get this slaughterhouse.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Oh, shit, what am I doing?
Finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And a touchdown here again before he does pick up the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here to Barkley on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take possession.
Dang, man.
3-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They throw it out right complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Knock his head off.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a tough.
What it is, man?
Misfires again, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points. It will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage.
You called me out for this, bro.
Eyes are on them and all the lights are shining bright.
You called me out for this, my guy.
So that'll just about do it for
I'm about to show you, matter of fact, I'm going to make it a point to show you the touchdown. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at?
Here as we say so long
Where they
from
at?
Philadelphia.
Oh, he scored the whole second half. All right, Isaiah Worthy. Only time he scored. Deep ball. Let's see. That was a 5-yard pass. Couldn't caught a bomb to get down here. Well, where's the other only touchdown at? Come on, where's it at? They must not have. A 64-yard touchdown was a ball. Go practice. It's gonna be awesome this, bro. I'll be out for this, man. I'm about to say, matter of fact, I'm gonna make it a point to show you your touchdown. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Man, you at? I need to squirt for a second. Dang, bro. Dang, bro, you really called me out for this, man. As a matter of fact, where's your touchdown? Actually, you're going to squirt over a second here. Alright, where's your touchdown at? 64-yard touchdown. Let's show you the only way that you score. Show you the only way that you score. Deep ball. Could have been picked over. Deep ball. Maybe that's a touchdown. Oh, that was a 5-yarder. Caught a bomb to get down there. 50-yarder. Where's that other touchdown?
Either way, you got no offense. Keep laughing.
They really called me for this, man. As a matter of fact, we're your touchdown. She scored it was like, we're your touchdown, man. 64-yard touchdown. Show you the only way that you score. Show you the only way that you score. 8 ball. Should have been picked off. 8 ball. Touchdown. That was a 5-yarder. Thought about make it down there. 50-yard. Touchdown. Either way, you got no offense. Keep laughing. Dang, bro. Dang, bro, you're really calling me for this, man. As a matter of fact, we're your touchdown. She scored. We're your touchdown. 64-yard touchdown.
24-30. 5 touchdowns. 8 touchdowns, 223 yards, 8 catches. 8 catches. I need to get the ball to Smitty.
Touchdown. That was a 5-yarder. Quarterback make it down there. 50-yarder. Another touchdown.
If it wouldn't been 2 catches by Worthy, he wouldn't have scored.
Either way, you got no offense. Keep laughing.
That's not a bad passing game, man. They was cheating for this man. That's not a bad passing game, man. They were cheating for this man. That's not a bad passing game, man.
Can't go by the stats, man. I ain't say nothing about the stats. Bottom line is I beat you by 30. You shot 3 picks too. Can't forget that though. Good game you bought.
Listen, the game wasn't as it seemed, man. I couldn't get a stop on defense. He was doing his thing. I ain't gonna hold you. He went from all that talking green score, and you had to get into prevent defense. Like, the game was way closer, and the game would have.
What do you mean? The game, bro, what are you talking about? I went to prevent defense in the fourth quarter. I picked prevent defense because you just keep. Only time you scored was on a 260-yard passes. And the other time you ain't scored because I tackled you at the 5-yard line. What do you mean the game ain't closer? I beat you by 30. What are you talking about? The score was 38-20 at halftime. It was over. 38-20, you ain't score after halftime. We've been the game ain't close. The game was out of hand at halftime. What do you mean? The game, bro, what are you talking about? I went to prevent defense in the fourth quarter. I picked prevent defense because you just keep. Only time you scored was on a 260-yard passes. And the other time you ain't scored because I tackled you at the 5-yard line. What do you mean the game ain't closer? I beat you by 30. What are you talking about? The score was 38-20 at halftime. It was over. 38-20, you ain't score after halftime. We've been the game ain't close. The game was out of hand at halftime. All I'm saying is you did all that calling me out, send it, you bum, this, whatever. To lose. I expected you to give me a good game. Like, bro, I literally moved the ball whenever I wanted. Whenever I wanted, bro. Jalen Hurts was 24 for 30 for 430 yards and 5 touchdowns. I did whatever I wanted. Whenever. But you, on the other hand, the only time you moved the ball is when you shot those deep passes. Other than that, your joint was in a box. All I'm saying is you did all that calling me out, send it, you bum, this, whatever. To lose. I expected you to give me a good game. Like, bro, I literally moved the ball whenever I wanted. Whenever I wanted, bro. Jalen Hurts was 24 for 30 for 430 yards and 5 touchdowns. I did not scored. What you mean? Like, the other time I ain't scored because you tackled me at the 5. I scored off a little dart pass. But like I said, you continue to score. No, I'm just saying you scored 3 touchdowns. 2 was a bomb, and the other one was like a 5-yard pass. Outside of those deep balls, you didn't do anything on offense. You didn't do nothing on offense, bro. But keep laughing, man. Just keep laughing. GG's. Nah, I'm just saying you scored 3 touchdowns. 2 was a bomb, and the other one was like a 5-yard pass. Outside of those deep balls, you didn't do anything on offense. You didn't do nothing on offense, bro. But keep laughing, man. Just keep laughing. GG's. And that drop pick on the sideline, perfect coverage. I read the whole joint, dropped it on the sideline. I had to change the momentum of the game. I'm only down by 1 touchdown at that point. But you go down there and that drive and score. It changes. That's not an excuse. It's just reality. What happened? But you said it wasn't. Yeah, I said you wasn't scoring. It was 14-9. You scored on the bomb. I mean, there ain't nothing I can do. Like you got a 98 speed receiver.
Hey, it happens. But at the end of the day, at that time when I said that it was 14-0, and I was up 38-20 at halftime, and then after halftime, you didn't score. You did not score one touchdown after halftime.
Yeah, I said you ain't. I said you would have scored. It was 14-0. You scored on the bomb. There ain't nothing I can do. Like, you got a 99, 98 speed receiver. It happens. But at the end of the day, at the time when I said that, it was 14-0, and I was up 38-20 at halftime. And then after halftime, you did score. You did not score one touchdown after halftime. Very next play. Talk to me nice.
Bro, how can you say talk to me nice? And I just beat you by 30.
You say talk to me nice. I just beat you by 30. Bro, you say, man, load back up. Do it again.
No, absolutely not. Go live, man. You need to go on YouTube, Sean. TikTok. Find the IG page. Just cheat codes and do it yourself. Absolutely not. I'm not playing you till you get better.
No, absolutely not. Go live and you need to go on YouTube. Sean. TikTok. Find the ID page. That's some cheat codes over here. So, absolutely not. I'm not playing you till you get better.
Yeah, I be talking crazy because you know what? I back it up on the sticks. I back it up on the sticks.
Yeah, I be talking crazy because you know I'm backing up on the sticks. I'm backing up on the sticks.
This refrigerator stinks. I can't forget. We got Pink Nanny up at 6. Ow, my hand. So do you want to watch that movie tonight or no?
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. And all the blinds have to be closed, and all the lights.
When do I have to want the blinds?
And all the lights have to be off. The only light we can have on is the TV and your phone. Talk about it. They're playing another one. They have to stop them.
Turn it off.
I'm not getting paid now. Nope. See that.
Chris Collins, an exhibition contest coming up between the Steelers and the Ravens. And Chris, as we get ready to kick this one off in just a bit, before we do, let's talk about the general discipline in this matchup.
Yeah, it was good. Freddie Jackson, I believe against Pittsburgh was at Ole Miss. He ended up in that game with seeing how accurate he was. Had a really good shot on him. He got right back up, dusted off, and nothing happened.
So you can see it. Clean hit. It's a good thing Jackson was able to speed up his release and get that ball out of there so it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it didn't end up counting. I definitely got a good shot on him. But he tough. He got right back up. He kept playing bumpable games. I think right there, he's a good player. Yeah, it was dope. I'm a good fan of Jackson. I played against him on Pittsburgh was at Ole Miss. He ended up winning that game, but just seeing how accurate he was, just up all off. Like I had like a really good shot on him. He got right back up, dusted off like nothing happened.
So you can see it. Clean hit. It's a good thing Jackson was able to speed up his release and get that ball out of there so it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it didn't end up counting. I definitely got a good shot on him. But he tough. He got right back up. He kept playing.
Sully now just dropped their limited edition perfume Miss Discovery sets. It's such a perfect set if you're looking to try some new scents. In it, we have 4 minis of some of my favorite scents, including the one and only Tarosa 62, Sunny and Bright Tarosa 87, the Sweet Tarosa 40, and the Tropical Tarosa 48. Getting all these scents in one, you can't beat that. Hurry through to tell one of these scents because trust me, it will sell out. Sully now just dropped their limited edition perfume Miss Discovery sets. It's such a perfect set if you're looking to in it, we have 4 minis of some of my favorite scents. Including the one and only Tarosa 62, Sunny and Bright Tarosa 87,
So they can
the Sweet
tell.
Tarosa 40, and the Tropical Tarosa 48. Getting all these scents in one.
That looks like Deja Clark. That looks like Deja Clark.
Just dropped their limited
I don't know what the fuck that
edition
is.
Miss Discovery scents.
Well,
It's
it's a
such
girl
perfect set
that
if you're looking to try some new scents.
That's 14. Deja Clark.
What'd you say your favorite memory of your NFL career?
So that anything that happened. Jalen Hurts talking discussion with all these guys. Have you ever focused on the league before? I mean, Slay said, big focus. He didn't have a quarterback. They got their own QB to be fine. Jalen is in that five. For the game, and I'm with Jalen. To me, that's the big five. For sure. Jalen Hurts talking discussion with all these guys. Have you ever focused before? I mean, Slay said, big focus. Baby girl. Baby girl.
I heard the big players getting sturdy. Heard the big players getting sturdy.
It's going like 30 in the GP. It's going 30 in the GP. Like me and you going down to the local park and putting it on some piss like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you guys should get to that NFL. So, then you go in there and you got some big shit. And you win it. And you a game on that TV. Well, that's it. That's how you do it. Look at her, tap her. So be Instagram, follow her. Continue with her. So, put your password in different. That's all. Create an account. And continue the phone number. That's all I gotta do. If you can't find it like that, that's not for like 30, 40 minutes. I send it to BM right now. We don't have a day with it. So, but this is how you do it. I just showed you everything like this. Not doing it. But you still got me go there too. That's all you gotta do.
Park. Yeah.
Now look. Wait, yeah.
Call the police! Call the police! Yo, what the fuck up? Yo, back up. Give me that game off from me.
Is this so much sex? I just want a man. I want a man that's protected. A man that when I go outside, I don't have to think about nothing because I already got my back on side.
Okay, you're right. But Ron may have a lot of you guys feel, but me, I don't know the real reason why Luka got traded. Luka didn't get traded because he's out of shape and refuses to play defense. See, a lot of people think Ron was the one that played Nico, but in reality, it was Nico who played Ron. See, you have to understand that LeBron and AD already knew that they couldn't win another
Now, keep turning that off for me, please.
championship that the Lakers continuously created. So LeBron
Water only fasting can change your life. You do a 72 water fast, your body goes into ketosis. Your brain starts using fats for energy instead of carbohydrates. You start losing weight, also you start becoming very, very clear. Now, in 72 hours, you can also go into autophagy, where your macrophages in your body start eating up all of the dead junk, garbage in your body, cleaning up your body. And some people, when they do long water fats in a contained environment, they can start reversing hypertension, diabetes, and even cancer and Witness this at Junior Healing Center in Santa Rosa, California. 5 water-only fastings change your life. Jesus, water-only fasting. Elijah, water-only fasting. And after their 40-day water fast, the miracle started to flow.
Ditch the flowers and chocolates this year.
Right as we're about to jump out of the plane, I realize I don't want to do this shit. This is my girl's idea. I'm cool. I'm good on this. I try to tap the instructor and be like, yo, I'm good. It's windy up there. It's a lot of noise, though. He couldn't hear me, so I start leaning back. Like I'm trying to push myself back in the plane. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I hear him counting down 3, 2, 1. At this point, I'm damn near out the plane already. He threw us out of the plane. I swear I blacked out. Came to for a second. Boom, I was flying. This was me in straight free fall. As you can see, we left the plane behind quickly. And as I'm falling, I'm thinking about how did I get myself in this situation? When my girl first suggested we go skydiving, I was nonchalant. You know, my man raised no bitch, so I was like, yeah, if you want to do it, I'm down. However, the higher we got in the air, the more chalant I became. When the instructor told me, like, yeah, we're at 8,000 feet, I was like, hold on, let me lock in. Like, this shit is serious. Then he scooted me over to the edge of the plane. I said, I'm not going. I'm not going. He had to hold me to keep me still because I was freaking out. Mind you, I'm not a small dude. I'm a pretty big dude, 6'3", 6'4", damn near 6'5". He's lucky he was on my back because I couldn't maneuver the way I wanted to. We were also strapped together pretty tightly, so like if one person went, we both were going type shit. Suddenly we're in free fall and I'm trying not to pass out. He's over here taking selfies and shit. Look how locked in I am. I felt like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. And then when I had finally adjusted to the sensation of falling, that's when he pulled the parachute and that shit got my ass. When that parachute went up, I didn't know how to act. Immediately lost all aura. It happened so quickly I couldn't even control myself. I was in the air petrified, wind all in my face. It was not a good look. We slowed down though. For a second, it was really nice. It was beautiful up there. He let me try to poke for a little bit. I got to show him how fly I am. But then he was like, lock back in. We gotta land. Now, if you've never been skydiving, you have the parachute, but the ground still comes in quick. I was so grateful when I touched back down to earth. I said the Lord's Prayer. I kissed the ground. I'm telling people, oh, this was so much fun. This was so much fun. I would probably never do that shit again. Never. Right as we're about to jump out of the plane, I realized I don't want to do this shit. This is my girl's idea. I'm cool. I'm good on this. I try to tap the instructor and be like, yo, I'm good. It's windy up there. It's a lot of noise, though. He couldn't hear me, so I start leaning back. Like I'm trying to push myself back in the plane. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I hear him counting down 3, 2, 1. internet best-selling team. Basketball fans, Golden State Valkyrie fans, I have some unfortunate breaking news. Golden State Valkyries have just announced that they have decided to waive their rookie Cheyenne Sellers. Before surprises, the Golden State Valkyries decided to draft Cheyenne so late in the draft. And now to waive her before she's played a single preseason game is confusing. Because we don't know why exactly they waived Cheyenne. Some people are guessing that maybe it has something to do with her injury in college. But this was her in training camp. Player's injury status based on one video, but she's definitely not ugly, right? Like she's playing basketball. I can say this is the part of the W that I think a lot of us just don't like. The fact that talented players like Cheyenne are being waived before they even bounce a basketball in one single game is very unfortunate. I personally thought that Cheyenne was going to be the steal of the draft. I think she has the intangibles to make her, a very, very good.
Dad, your leg was right here and then it was pushing back, so then it pulled back the part where I was getting my knee. Yeah, and it started it was pulling it back.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about you.
That's fine.
It's just an RJ. CIA. I had to be. It's just an RJ. Trying to run the first sub through 340 here. 2025 scouting. He does not. Trying to run the first sub for 340 here. 2025 scouting. And he doesn't. Like it's anywhere you fucking I know. I